Okay, we started 6.3, solving systems of equations by addition and subtraction. And all we did was we added the two equations together. Stop, delinquents. Okay, for instance, number 2, you just add the equations together and you eliminated one of the variables. So negative 10x plus 6x is negative 4x. Negative 3 plus positive 3y, these actually eliminated to 0. And negative 23 plus 15 is negative 8. Then you solved for x. So divide both sides by the coefficient negative 4, x equals 2. Now, on the quiz that you took, many of you stopped at this point. You can't stop at this point because you haven't solved for y. Okay, so you got to go back and pick one of the equations. I'm going to pick the top one. Negative 10x, because you said pick the bottom. 3y equals negative 23. I know x, I solve for negative 10 minus 3y equals negative 23. And my x is what? 2. So I have negative 20 minus 3y equals negative 23. So now all I have to do is solve for y. Quiet. Add 20 to both sides. Stop. These add up to 0. I have negative 3y equals negative 3. Divide both sides by negative 3. And y is what? 1. Now, again, don't leave your answers like this, because x equals 2 and y equals 1 is a point. So 2, 1. You have to put it in as a point. Okay? Now, somebody said, was that no solution? Well, that brings up a good point. How many, when I get to this point, how many, the x equals 2, how many possibilities or scenarios do I have of the outcome? Well, this one was what? Exactly 1 point, right? Okay, what's the second scenario? Somebody said it. He's not here today. No solution, right? No solution. What does that look like when I'm doing it algebraically? A no solution. Here I got x equals a number. Okay, a no solution would be something like 3 equals 2, an untrue statement. Wait. Just wait. Okay? Now, infinitely many solutions. What kind of statement would I get here? I would get a number equals a number, or a true statement. So, Chase, which one did you get? Okay, so divide both sides by negative 5. Get y by itself. So what's y? What's 0 divided by negative 5? Y equals 0. Well, if you get x equals a number, or y, your variable equals a number, then it's exactly 1 point. So you got y equals 0, solve for x. Okay, plug in 0 for y. Pick 1, plug in 0 for y, and solve for x. What do you get? Yep. So you have exactly 1 point, -3, comma 0. Okay. Make sense to everybody? Especially for the people that were absent? Huh? 3 and 4 are going to be, this should be infinitely many solutions. Same, I'm not sure about 4. Let's do it. Add them together. I get 0 plus 0 equals 0. So this is infinitely many. Let's add these two. This one might be infinitely many too. 0, 0, 0. Yep. This is infinitely many too. It doesn't have to be 0 equals 0. It could be 3 equal 3 or 4 equal 4. A true statement. All right. So you were supposed to do page 1. That's what we did Thursday. Today, flip it over. As Bob Seger or Metallica would say, turn the page. Get it? Get it? Good. I thought maybe you would get Metallica. All right, number 9. We can no longer just add them together and eliminate one of the variables, correct? However, we're really close on the y's, aren't we? I have plus y plus y. If I only had a negative y from one of them, can I get a negative y from one of them? What if I multiply the entire bottom one by -1? Burgess, -1 times 9x is -9x. -1 times positive y is -y. -1 times -17 is positive 17. And then all I'm going to do is rewrite the top one underneath it. So I get 10x plus y equals -20. Now when I add the two equations together, let's see, -9x plus 10x is positive 1x. These add up to 0. 17 plus -20 is -3. So x equals 3. I have to figure out what y is, correct? So pick one. I'm going to pick, I'll pick the top one. 10x, we know what x is, so I'm going to put parentheses for x, plus y equals -20, and x is -3. So I get -30 plus y equals -20. Solve for y. I'm going to add 30 to both sides. And I get y equals 10. So they intersect at the point -3, comma 10. Questions? Should I do another one? Or can you handle page 2? Let's do another one. That wasn't too convincing, guys. How about 13? Which one do you want to multiply 1 by? Negative 1. Negative 1. I'm going to multiply the top one by negative 1. Negative 1 times 3x. Quiet. Is positive 3x. Guys, quiet down. Negative 1 times positive 6y. Negative 6y. Negative 1 times 3. Negative 3. You could either leave it, if you're neat enough, you don't have to rewrite the equations, but I'm going to for teaching purposes. I have negative 4x plus 6y equals 8. Add them together. I get negative 1x. These add up to 0. I get 5. Divide both sides by negative 1. So I get x equals negative 5. Pick one of the equations. I'm going to pick the top one. Negative 3, I know what x is. I'm going to put parentheses for x. Plus 6y equals 3. Guys, quiet down. X is negative 5. Quiet. Negative 3 times negative 5, 15. Subtract 15 from both sides. And I have 6y equals negative 12. Divide both sides by 6. And y equals negative 2. So they intersect at the point negative 5, negative 2. Okay, so you're going to finish page 2. And turn it in, because it will be complete then. Questions, comments, concerns? If you missed the quiz, you need to see me for a makeup time.